Steam inapanda nimeshindwa kumoderate. Tiki the flavor hii utapenda vile naileta nani. Bangers on bangers inachapa kabare. Basi tutapenda vile naileta juu. Ni mwecheche 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 mwecheche. Ni mwecheche mwecheche mwecheche. Yo ni mwecheche 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 mwecheche. Ni mwecheche mwecheche mwecheche. Vile mimi na like chapa wanikanje mimi nitakubiz. Bitch all dog na kama new tricks na mavitu si udundo vitu si speed true ish kama kuchocha ukuwa talks easy yandikwe mpaka kwa bane imepanda price wako macho ana kwa ana kuni analyze ha na naweza walk alone me silly even kichomwa Arsenal speaker ina bankari they Adi ops wanatoroka they be sleeping on me of course wanakoroma all the corona ni shakill game hakuna mseuni baya koro how ni baya keroma so cheke opinions mimi yake mamillion kwa account ni chekeshe chameleons hawanipati kama haina value bro si must tubonge yo misi jose chameleon steam inapanda nimeshindwa kumoderate digi the flavor hii utapenda vile naileta nani bangers on bangers inachapa kabare Mas tutapenda vile naileta juu. Ni mwecheche 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 mwecheche. Ni mwecheche mwecheche mwecheche. Yo ni mwecheche 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 mwecheche. Ni mwecheche mwecheche mwecheche. Yo asubuhi nikiamka ngware nkona mkwanja kwa brain. Mkono nikona ganja nice pack hapa flame. Yoko kam naona slander the name. Fansongo hizi kubali na utapangwa hapa mzee. Kazi napigwa daily na tujai kudelay. Hey, chini imekuanga bwako na imepanda anga bei. Star of the nation in your standard today. Demand rombo say adina ganda maka. Hey, yo, they used to underrate me. Some are hating you to me panda ratings. Inika art piece hattery. Wall of Fame, to share one down your gallery, Basquiat drawings. I paint the perfect picture, Picasso about to pick up a pen and pad and about to teach a lyrical militia. I'm to the teeth with flaws, na right my rights na wrongs kwa song. You must sing along. Steam inapanda nimeshindwa kumoderate. Dig it the flavor hii utapenda.
Happy new week.
Happy
new month.
Inachapa kabare. Mas tutapenda vile naileta juu. Ni
mwecheche 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 mwecheche.
Ni mwecheche mwecheche mwecheche. Yo ni mwecheche 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 mwecheche. Ni mwecheche mwecheche mwecheche.
Yes, karibuni sana. I hope you guys are doing amazing today. Happy new week, happy new month. Caterpillar playing right here on the media of the 21st century. The name of the jam is Mwecheche. I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend and wishing you a beautiful month ahead and a beautiful week ahead. And of course, karibuni sana to another episode of the Pan-African Bliss. My name is Joby. To those who are here for the first time, returning listeners as usual on YouTube, BitChute, all our streaming platforms. I hope you guys are doing great. Hope you had a beautiful, restful, joyful, fun, whatever you decided to do. I hope it was really fun and you had fun. Personally, I did, and I'm ready for the week, but I see the week is starting with some really crazy flu. I can feel there's a flu that is about to literally catch up with me this week because of how I've been super outside and hanging out with people who are actually with a lot of flu. But I hope you guys are doing super amazing today. And of course, karibuni as we talk about the news and updates of what has been taking place during the weekend. Our major conversation being focused actually majorly, we're going to be looking at Africa's struggle for unity and independency, which is still very much active in 2026. It's crazy because when I say in 2026, we should be way far. We should have learned so much in terms of our history. We should have so much information to stop struggling with unity, the Ubuntu. We should understand what is happening today politically and how it's being used as a weapon upon us, especially as Africans, the continent which actually is the wealth, the producer of the global wealth, how we should learn how to actually unify each other. But we're going to be looking at that. So I hope you guys stay tuned and give your thoughts on the comment section. Feel free to request a link if you want to give a point or two. I'll be glad to share the StreamYard link with you so you can join me. But we're going to be looking at what has been happening. I'm going to be starting with an amazing video as we look at actually, when we talk about the unity and the struggle for independency, when it comes to Africans, we've had many platforms, so many people, including Black Hot Fire. We know that we're shadow banned because of talking the truth. So I'm going to be starting with a very amazing video that actually is explaining all that on how Zuckerberg and the rest are looking forward to be changing so many things on most of these social media platforms that they control. And we know this is nothing new. It's something that they have been doing. That's why we're shadow banned as a platform. platform, as a radio, our YouTube channels, so many of them have been taken down. It's not anything new. I just feel like there's going to be more stricter rules according to the laws they are going to be passing. So stay tuned. I'm going to be sharing that for you to understand what is happening. We also have news and updates coming from Tanzania. Of course, Samia Suluhu happens to be one among the most disappointing presidents. It's not just Ruto, and we're going to be explaining much more on why, because also during this weekend, as you can see, there's xenophobic attacks from South Africans towards other African people, African brothers and sisters. The same thing, actually, I'd say it's happening in Tanzania, but being done by the government itself. We have Tanzania, which has shut down camp housing for thousands of Burundians. This is actually forcing them to go back home. We're going to be focusing on that. And apart from that, we also have the country itself looking to strengthen its relationship with Rwanda on how they can improve their economic and infrastructure ties. We're going to be talking about that. So much also still coming from South Africa. We had more videos that emerged during this weekend, how white people are beating up the black South Africans and how they're treating other Africans. Still, we love to see it because it's crazy you're not addressing the problems in your own country. You know, there's the racism in your own country, but yet you want to practice xenophobia. You know, it's super crazy. But also sharing more videos coming from other Africans who are expressing their first encounter with xenophobic behavior in South Africa and so much more. We also have the Nigeria and South Africa the anti-immigration offices which have met, that is the South Africa and Nigeria, and they're looking forward to be discussing much more of what is happening between the two countries. Much more coming from Kenya. We're going to be looking at how our economy is worsening. We have school fees, which is actually rising. The school fees is rising. School fees is going super, super high. And personally, being one among the people who pay school fees, I'm feeling the pinch of this. I'm not even gonna cap. The economy is already super crazy. We're buying tomatoes double the prices that we usually buy. And even at some places, it's triple the prices, and no one is laughing with you, because you want the tomatoes, so you gotta buy them. So you're gonna be looking at that and how Ruto is lying about our economy improving, and so much more so coming from Mali. As we look at what has been happening, still Mali is not stable with the peace. Of course, the three countries of the Alliance Sahel state are under attack. That is something that has been happening since they took over true independency, literally. And so much more is going to be coming also on how what has been happening, of course, regarding the floods right here in the 254. It's crazy. It's actually 2 months since the rain started in Kenya, and we've not seen any accountability from the county governor, from the government itself, from the county MPs, from these county MPs, governors from different regions. None of them are acting to ensure safety upon the people that they're supposed to be serving. So you're going to be looking at that. And now also right now, Kenya is struggling and battling to stop goons and guns, as fear of political violence is growing, because it's actually super, super growing. So stay tuned. That is our top conversations for today. And if you want, of course, to literally join again, let me know. I'll share the link gladly. But before you get into that, kindly remember you can get yourself our application on the Google Play Store. Blackout Fire Network is the name. In case you're here for the first time, feel welcome by subscribing on whatever platform you're streaming with us from. If you are on YouTube, kindly hit that subscription button, hit that like button, and of course hit the notification bell. Sometimes you may get the notification, sometimes you may not. If you're on BitChute, shout out to you. Hope you're doing amazing. Shout out to our BitChute family. We also have our amazing StreamYard Spreaker and Spotify, which you can also listen to the amazing conversations in form of a podcast. But remember, for you to stay tuned, or in case you're missing the shows and you want to catch up with the conversations throughout the whole week, they are always updated by Keith himself during the weekend. So you can catch up with all the previous shows that you might have missed. So if you have an Amazon TV, Roku TV, you can get us right there. If you also have an Android TV, if you are in Africa, wherever you are, we are literally everywhere. So ensure you have the application on your TV. You can literally listen to us by the radio segment or the TV segment, whatever you feel free to do, or regarding your time, how free much of your time is. But also remember, you can listen to us via your phone. So long as you're connected to the internet, whether an Android phone, an iPhone, an iPhone, you can find us through the www.blackoutfirenetwork.com, our website link. That's the active website link. In case you're using a laptop, that's the same website link. Streaming down below if in case I'm saying it super quick. But remember, the app is also very much available on the Google Play Store. Black Hot Fire Network, without any space, combined words. That is our application with the fire sign or the fire logo over there. So ensure you download it and stay tuned to understand what is happening across the world, not just Africa, because we cover much of the truth coming across the globe, not just Africa, but everywhere. So stay tuned. But for now, remember, you can also get yourself amazing organic supplements. And I'd love to share some that you can get, especially regarding our conversations, in case you're facing any difficulty on critical thinking, processing thoughts, we got you covered. We have some brain and focus formula, the benefit it comes with, but apart from that, we also have other more amazing supplements like ashwagandha, we have sea moss, beetroot, we have skincare products on the like of shea butter, aloe cucumber soap, and so much more. So for now, let me share some brain and focus formula and the benefit it comes with, and we'll be back with the conversations after
Unlock
this.
your full potential with Brain and Focus, a powerful supplement designed to boost mental clarity, enhance memory, and sharpen concentration. Made from a blend of scientifically proven ingredients like ginkgo biloba, omega-3, and essential vitamins, Brain and Focus is crafted to fuel your mind. Our process ensures maximum potency and effectiveness, delivering the perfect balance of brain-boosting nutrients. Take just one capsule daily, as prescribed by your healthcare provider, and feel the difference. Whether it's powering through your workday or staying sharp in life's challenges, Brain and Focus keeps you at the top of your game. Stay sharp, stay focused, and stay ahead with Brain and Focus. Brain and Focus, fuel your mind, achieve more. Go get this product at blackhotfirenetwork.com at the Sports and Nutrition Store.
Very affordable price. In case you're facing any difficulty on purchasing the product, kindly email us at kcnewsam15@gmail.com, or rather leave your question. That is on the sports page itself. We have an active chat down below on your right, or rather, if better, you are on our WhatsApp, you can also just leave the question over there or at Keith, and will be answered. Karibu sana Keith, how you doing today?
Santi Sunny, Joby. How you doing? I'm good.
I'm good. I can't complain. How was your weekend?
Oh shit, I was had to mow the damn backyard. I got excuse me. I got a new electric mower. So I had to go deal with these gas prices. Shit, these fuel
Electric what?
prices. An electric lawnmower to cut the grass. Lawnmower.
Oh, okay.
It's electric. It's not usually, you got to put gas in it. Petrol.
Yeah.
But you guys got electric lawnmower. That shit works. But my yard's too big. And shit cuts off like every 35 minutes. Gotta come back in the house and charge the batteries. It took me 4 damn times, all damn day to mow that yard back there. Of course, it was high again. It ain't been mowed again, but 7 months that the white guys do. The white people next door. That was 7 months ago. That was in November. It's already May. So that was 7 months ago. So my shit was all high again. So but it works good. If you guys get it, I would tell you guys to get an electric lawnmower because you don't have to spend no money on fuel. It just make sure your step is not as high as mine. Because you'll be out there going back and forth with it. But the shit works. I was surprised how well it works. So
that's what's up. At least you are busy during the weekend.
Well, I was supposed to leave out yesterday. I was going down to Miami yesterday, but unfortunately, guys, I had the wrong. They set me up with the wrong stuff that I don't do. So I lost that money. And tomorrow, I was thinking about Shamani calling me because I was on the phone tomorrow. I said, they're going to pay you. Can you up in like 4 or 5 hours? Yeah, they're going to pay me no attention. I'm going to get any money. Nothing. Because I didn't take, because it was the wrong thing they said to me. That's America. Shamani asked, Keith, I don't get paid when I don't come to work. No. I don't like that. I don't understand it. So, guys, in the world, I don't know how Africa, but the world, you don't come to work, no one gets paid. Okay? And I told her, you guys, I haven't been sick or taking a day off probably 30 years. So I went up there. I was there for 5 hours looking for something that wasn't there. What was there, but it wasn't. It wasn't on the right. It wasn't the right situation. It wasn't for me. So those 5 hours up there, did I get paid? No, nothing. 5 hours, I don't get nothing. I had to go back home, get back home empty. You know, I said, "Dang, boy, like, you don't get paid? Yeah, I get paid no attention." Anyway,
Sorry about that. So sorry. But yeah, so sorry about that. But as we start with today's conversation, I'm
hey,
gonna
how
start
was it?
with this.
How was, before you guys go, wait, before you guys, how was you guys' time Friday night? I didn't get a chance to really check you guys
Awesome.
out. Was it fun?
Awesome. Awesome. Super awesome. Yeah, I had so much fun. Personally, we all had fun, all of us.
Oh,
It
that's good.
was awesome.
Okay. That was the whole thing. The more time you guys had fun, I was like, I didn't have time to watch them more. Not this time. I
Yeah,
came
we
home.
had so much fun.
Yeah,
We
that's
had
cool.
so much fun. I was going home around 1 p.m., 1
Damn.
a.m. in the
1
morning.
a.m. Yeah, damn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1
I know you guys
yeah,
stayed that late. Like, damn. That's later than last time. Damn. You guys stayed to the place closed. Wow. Okay.
yeah, we had so much fun. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, thank you so much. That was literally worth it. We all caught up. We bonded. Spikes left early though. I don't know why. I I don't know why he left early, but yeah, we had the rest of us had fun.
Okay.
Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna start with this video. I'm gonna start with this video. It's nothing new, like I was saying when I was explaining about the highlights I'm gonna be talking about today. This is nothing new because this is something they've been doing, controlling, managing, I'd say majorly controlling social media platforms.
Good.
They're saying that there's a new change that is going to be coming, and Zuckerberg is worried, as if he's really worried. He's one among the people who, of course, are working for these
Zuckerberg.
elites.
Yeah,
These elites.
Zuckerberg's the front man. Shout out to the white. Shout out to everybody. The Chinese guy that we showed, the AI Chinese guy, Joe we thought was human. Well, he is not the other Chinese guy. The other one that is human, but they got him as AI too sometimes. But
Mhm.
like he told you, all these, they're all. I've been said that. Ain't funny, but I've more been told you that they were front men. The fake Mark Zuckerbergs for the Facebook, the fake goddamn Jeffrey Bezos
Elon
for Amazon, Elon Musk. They're all fake. It's all everybody's starting to realize these all front men, like Joby said, were the elites because they didn't
Yep.
want their face out there. And a lot of times also the elites change their name so you won't know. Like a Bill Clinton who became president, who's really a goddamn Rockefeller. So all these time they come by, they change their names. You're living like in a movie script. It's all like fake. You're like what? And if you don't ever look and open your eyes, like everything's a lie. You're like what?
Yep.
So you get the same fake story. All these kids came out in college, like created $1 billion businesses. Are you out of your fucking mind? Oh, just like with the fake Bitcoin, Toki Yakamoto, whatever the fuck his name is. What? Even that side of the Chinese guy said the same guy said, are you out of your mind? Where are the servers at? Who's got the money and the power to put Bitcoin on the stage globally? Not nobody from Japan. Come on, I'm going to make a new currency. You like, what? Good.
It's crazy. So this guy is talking about how there's new rules. I don't think actually there's anything new about it personally. I just feel like it's now more
It's going to be more
tightened.
monitored. Yeah, more. I'm not on
Yeah.
Facebook or Instagram. So whatever they see, those guys on Instagram. I ain't been on Instagram damn 7 months. It took our Instagram and Facebook account down in November. I ain't been on neither one of them and they ain't missed it. Not one bit. Good.
Yeah, so he's explaining how they're going to be now very picky. I think this actually reminds me of something you mentioned 2 weeks ago of the people who are depending on YouTube
They're not
money. How
getting
they
paid. Oh yeah. All the TikTok money's gone, guys. They're getting rid of you TikTok. YouTube is next. I told you. You think okay? Let me tell you how the psychopaths work. So YouTube might have been created organically. I haven't proved that it wasn't created by the powers that be. But they bought it up so quickly You know, if you don't like TikTok, they didn't create TikTok, but they had to go buy it, control it. So that's why TikTok was good. People making money. It is a good place. They don't want you guys to get rich, guys. Understand this. There's no path. See all these fake stories, people go get rich. That's why the music industry's all fake. Everybody's all broken, poor, with the ass out, right? Everybody's all broke. People make movies all broke. It's all a scam. You look, oh, look at the money. Oh, look at that. And it's all broke. It's all fake, right? So you've been an ordinary person. They don't want you to have a path to financial wealth.
Mm-hmm.
That's a no-no. No. You're talking about psychopath. So eventually as YouTube got too big, they see some people, doing, especially these travel morons. Look at me, I'm in Thailand. I look at the money, I'm living good. To you like, man, that looks awesome. To the psychopath, like, how's this nigga not back at the factory making $2 a day? What are you doing out here walking around showing Thailand and Kenya? What? Kind of, what? No. We got to put an end to this shit. So I tried to tell you guys, right, that this YouTube money is going away. A lot of you guys don't got no skills. You're going to fall right back into poverty. Like to make you say, whoa, I'm back into poverty, Jack.
It's crazy because I was even seeing some, I was really shocked when I was watching some videos, I think from TikTok. I spent a lot of time yesterday on TikTok just watching a bunch of videos. Oh yeah, me. But yeah, I was watching some videos from things. I don't know what's the name of that guy, but I've seen him a lot on a couple of podcasts. He's a Black American. So he was shocked. He was interviewing this Nigerian lady who happened to move from Nigeria just a couple years ago to the States. And she was explaining how she started gaining money when she moved to the States, because in Africa, we don't get monetization. And before you get there, you've put in a lot of work. Like it can take you like even 10 years of hard work or 5 years of hard work, depends with the content you're putting out for you to get monetization. So I was shocked that the Black American brother was being shocked. I'm like, y'all should know this. Like, what's new? You know Africans don't get monetized.
African Americans don't know about no Africa, Joe, but understand Africa's, and the reason why it's not because the Africans don't get numbers, because no one respects Africa. They think, well, you're Africa, who gives a shit about what you do? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know about you. And be honest, that's why old ass cars in Kenya cost what they do. You say, oh, this car is new. And it's like 10, 12, 15 years old. You're like, what are you talking about? That shit. So Africa constantly gets disrespected because your leaders are disrespected. They're all puppets. So they haven't fought to say, hey, if my people on these social media platforms, why aren't they getting paid like everybody else? And people are gonna say, well, country don't got no money. You guys don't generate money, but that's a lie. But they'll say, well, no commercials. There's no money in these impoverished countries. We're not going to pay you to. Because remember, YouTube and TikTok are based on advertising dollars. So there's always adverts. That means what are you going to buy? When you go on YouTube, all these commercials pop up. That's how they pay their people. So they want to say, well, there's no money in Africa. Ain't nobody buying shit. Nobody care about buying shit on 1,000 shillings. We're not gonna pay no African to fuck around on no YouTube. Go ahead, Joe.
So let me share what you had to say.
Yeah.
So basically, I made the right decision at the perfect time to change my content. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I got you.
Apparently, he had to take down all his videos on Instagram, all of them, because I also woke up one day, I'm looking for, like, what the hell is this guy's videos? What the hell is going on? Have you been hacked? Then he came out and clarified that he had to take down all his videos because of now this new.
He's always crying about getting money all the time. Listen, dude. He's always trying to, see you guys on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I get no money. I do all this work. I'm tired of black content and black women. He's always mad about the Black American woman too. She's traded. She ain't ours no more. The Black American woman is the white man's woman. Black American woman. That's the white man's woman. She's not our woman no more. Right? He's always mad he's not getting paid. Dude, if you think because you're gonna change your content, you're gonna get paid, you're not. Let me explain something. You're still a moron. Those days of you getting paid from social media, it's over. No matter what, I don't care if you're making content about fucking jumping around in a circle. Okay, you're not gonna talk about black. We know talking about black people and getting free is gonna be the worst content you're gonna make because they're not gonna pay. They're not gonna pay for that. That's why you gotta beg for donations, right? Because they're not gonna. Whole thing is to make sure you stay on the. That's no scam. But everywhere you go, black people what are in poverty. Everywhere you go, they're on the bottom. That's the global scam. What you say? Goddamn, this can't be. Because you know it's organic. Say, how can black people be poor everywhere? How they on the bottom? Everywhere you go, these motherfucking black people. I don't care if you go to America, Canada, fucking England, fucking over to the islands, to Africa. We're poor. This can't be. You know. Then you got enough. Like Joe said, critical thinking, common sense. This can't be normal. Something is behind this poverty.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start talking about it, when you start getting your channels cut off, they ain't paying you to realize that they're the ones keeping you in poverty. They're not going to pay you for that. So, and you change your content, whatever groupie content you're going to make, they don't want to pay nobody no more. They're tired of paying people. And remember, you're being paid in the US dollar, which is fucking collapsing. See, they ain't going to pay this YouTube. Remember, YouTube is an American company paid in dollar bills. So with this war with Iran, American dollar's collapsing, dude. And when it does collapse, they're not gonna pay you no more. Who's gonna take over YouTube? Not China, not Russia, not poor ass Russia. Who's gonna take over YouTube and pay you this money? Nobody. So days you guys are getting paid on. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how you guys don't see it. The American dollar, you can look it up, is collapsing. You get paid in US dollar because YouTube is an American company. Instagram, American company. Now they took over TikTok, an American company. TikTok guys ain't making no money. They took all their money. So I don't know what you playing. I don't think X was paying you how you nothing new. That fake ass Elon Musk. He's already going broke. I guess the cabal is mad at Elon Musk or something because he's trying the goopy card, everything. He didn't make nothing. Elon Musk is a moron. He's a front man. So all the companies they put him in front of, they're all going bankrupt. But as I said, they were. He has nothing to do with the company. He's a moron. Obviously, he pissed somebody off and they're going to get rid of his ass and put somebody else there because he's too much of an idiot. But I don't see these. That's why Africans, you got to make your own apps. People got to make their own apps and get off their apps and don't allow them to buy your apps. You know, like a TikTok will come in, oh, we got to buy your app. We're going to get rid of buy it. It's about control. They want to make sure you're not getting paid. So TikTok, when I got on TikTok 3 years ago, I was like, wow, this shit's amazing. I was getting giving me all kind of free shit to promote all this shit coming in to just do a goofy commercial. I was getting all this free shit. I said, this shit is amazing. I said, this ain't gonna last. I already know. I said, this ain't gonna last. The powers that be gonna come. Fuck this. They're not gonna allow this. They're not gonna allow us to keep doing this. And like I told you, they put an end to it. So YouTube is next to. So let's see what he said. He's gonna get paid by changing his content. No. Days of you getting paid is over. I'm telling you that now.
Every creator should be talking about this right now. Prominence laws are currently quietly being discussed, which would force social media platforms to prioritize government-picked channels over independent creators. And it's
now, seeing that, they're going to force you guys to watch their people waking up. People realize all this fake, like what Joey said, you used to get her father them to come in on at night and look at all this fake ass news, right? All that, the news. People waking up around the world now realize all this news is fake. It's all lies. Everybody's waking up. And so now the powers that be are getting mad because you're picking your own podcast, your own thing to get the truth because everything goes lies. So they're trying to force you back into the lies. You go back to the news, it's all lies. They're going to try to force you to watch the lies. But that gig is up. People know that the news, unless you're stupid like my brother, unless you're a moron like my brother, and say, that's not what the news say. Like, what? You out of your fucking mind? But anyway, so they're trying to force you, like he said, to go back look at this fake news, so you get re-indoctrinated with lies, that you'll get under mind control. Why don't you tell your kids and hey, this bitch watching, it's all made up. This is mind control. None of this shit on this thing is real. It's all fake. It's all a lie. That's what they realize. That people turn their backs on it. So they go try to force people. So these algorithms are phony. Well, you see all these other people propped up in algorithms know that they're government sponsored. They don't want you to know, like a Tucker Carlson, like a Candace Owens. It's all fake. They're all sponsored. Go ahead, Joby.
Starting in the UK and EU. And if YouTube themselves are now getting concerned, that shows you how serious this is. In a rare political statement, they said these rules could force YouTube to give...
Whenever they do this big report, YouTube is getting concerned. How? They're owned by all the same people.
Exactly.
What you talking about? Look at YouTube. YouTube said they're getting concerned. It's all fake. Go look who owns them. They're all owned by the same fucking people. So they're not getting concerned. The cats with them fucking tiny hats on all that shit. And they're all coordinated. All your media, all your social media, right? That's why we say anything about you know what, the blue country with the fake star, your shit gets fucked up. Because they're all of it. So it ain't no YouTube gets everybody knows it called what they call YouTube. YouTube. You know what they call it. So what they talking about? YouTube is getting very concerned. Go ahead.
Special treatment to a small group of organizations handpicked by a government. For creators and media companies that are not chosen, the risk is real. YouTube themselves said that if these rules are passed, it will affect the future of discoveries.
And there you have it. Basically, they're now trying. Also, YouTube claimed that if this passes in the UK, it's automatically going to move to the United States, which is basically the government gets to pick which channels you see. So you see how you see in this video right now, Instagram will be forced to suppress it. Instagram.
They have been doing it. I don't know. There's nothing new.
Exactly. They're already suppressed. Exactly. These motherfuckers are morons. I told them. I wrote to my thing, man. You're kind of stupid. You're naive. They already been doing it, dummy. That's just them telling you what they're going to do, so they have plausible deniability. They're already censored, and if it's come from any source, and the sources that you think, they've also set up these podcasting places. That's why you see now. If you guys have been looking at basically TikTok, right, and then also now on YouTube, you've been looking at a lot of CIA former ops. You guys have they've been openly telling you, right, that they were in the CIA, right? They're telling you, well, yeah, we control the media, we blah, blah, blah. It's one white guy, it's one mixed-looking black guy. They tell you, right? They all know all these podcasts. You guys have had to see them. At least a couple times, a couple CIA. It's like 4 or 5 of them out there, right? Now, I want you guys to know, the CIA is not allowing them to say what they say when they come out and say, yeah, we torture people, we overthrow governments, we keep Africa fucked up, we create terrorists, right? You know that even if the CIA fires you, right, you have to submit what you're going to say on any podcast or any media, be it MSNBC, Fox, whatever, England. You must submit to the CIA what are you going to talk about. And they will approve it whether you can say it or not. So don't ever think that the CIA that these guys are not getting approval from the CIA because they want some of these things out there, right? Because you're not allowed to talk about nothing you've done in the CIA without their permission. So when you see these guys, oh, he's breaking, the CIA does this, oh, why is he telling us not going to jail? Because being in the CIA, you cannot come out and build like talk to Joby on a podcast saying all this shit. You think it's some cutting edge shit. Yeah, we got phones all in. You guys we got phones all in your TV. We got listening device all in your TV, all in your phones. Well, that's got to be submitted to the CIA before you're able to talk about it. Or they're gonna lock your ass up. So understand, because when you're in the CIA, you got to sign something that whenever you go any kind of media, social media, or regular mainstream media, TV, you must submit first what you're gonna say. So don't ever think you get no real scoop from all these people. He's a CIA agent. He was a former CIA. You got all these former CIA agents all on TikTok, Instagram, and fucking YouTube now. All these former spies, and you think you're getting wow? They what they put microphones and TVs and shit and watch it. They can't tell you that unless they submitted that and got CIA permission. So CIA wants you to know that now. They're not scared of you no more. They want it out there. Because they're not allowed to tell you shit without going through CIA approval. So we see all these guys all these ex-CIA guys on these podcasts telling you like, wow, looking at us through our phones and all this other shit. That's because CIA wants you to know now. Wants you to know that you're heavily surveilled.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Joe.
Exactly. Exactly. But as we move away from that, because
Exactly.
I mean, there's nothing. Shatu Jibajaba is saying that it's just a rebrand. I don't even think it's really, yeah, it's all been going on, literally.
Yeah,
Nothing.
Larry Johnson is right. You got him. Yeah, Colonel Wilkerson, you got them all right. Larry Johnson, I've been sitting, yeah, Larry, especially Sean Ryan, sitting up there doing them shows every time. I'm gonna kill you. Always about they're gonna be after me because I'm saying things. Not after his ass because he's gotta be loud. He's gotta put documents and what anything he's gonna talk about, whether it be the alien shit he be talking about, the secret shit he be talking about. He can't talk about none of it unless the CIA approves it. Exactly why you see him everywhere. Sean Ryan, yeah, they all big in the all these ex-former CIA agents, all their podcasts are huge, right? Or their assets, like a Tucker Carlson, Tucker Carlson's whole family, what? CIA, just like Alex Jones' whole fucking family, CIA. If you guys don't know, the Alex Jones show went off. I thought Joby would know. It was signing off.
No.
Yeah. The Info Wars, because it was fake again, right? That's why they're just like they want you to believe that the government came for Info Wars and shit. Now he just gonna change the name and put another name on it. Because remember, he was supposed to be after him. People say if the government's after him, how's Alex Jones still on? He's been saying the government's been after him for 4 years because he said the Sandy Hook PSYOP false flag was a hoax, and it was. But you're not allowed to say that because it's false flag, right? So they're like he was saying, and so people got mad. Suppose the government came after him and shut him down, and they took his business because he couldn't afford to pay $10 billion or some shit. So last week he said, "We got an InfoWars has been sold out. We had to break it up and shout to us and blah 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 blah." All you gotta do is remember Alex Jones took because Joby showed some videos. That's what Joby showed us Alex Jones all the time. I was like, this motherfucker. So back then, so Alex Jones told you he had already created another studio. I'm just gonna go around the corner to my new studio. How you got this money? Just have all these fucking big ass studios, huh? Where you got this money from? Well, I'm shut down InfoWars eventually. So last week he finally people kept calling him Never Jew Jones, and he's part of it. Of course he is. So people figured out that he's fake, right? So finally it came in. Suppose, the government shut me down, guys. I'm shut down InfoWars. Oh, holy shit, they took my company. Motherfucker, I already told you. I learned this from Joby. Joby kept playing his ass like 2 years ago. I learned from Joby that this motherfucker already had a new studio. I know they're going to come get InfoWars, but I've already created a whole big create a whole nother big studio down the block. How you got money if they sued you, took away InfoWars, which is everywhere, right? He's supposed to be banned, but he was everywhere. That's how you know it's a scam. He's supposed to be banned, but he's all on. Well, they took him off of YouTube, but he's all on Twitter, TikTok, fucking Instagram, Rumble. 24 hours a day, that shit plays, especially on Twitter and fucking Rumble. 24 hours a day, there's other platforms and BitChute, right? So he's got 24-hour feed, right? Constantly playing. So they came and took it down. I'm at Joe. I'm at Joby show it when she gets done with. I'm at Joby show it. Go on TikTok and say Alex Jones InfoWars gets shut the last day. So how you got a big ass studio next door? Since they were shutting you down, and the government's got to get you. Blah blah blah. Fuck out of here. That's good. That's what I learned through Joby. You gotta remember Joby played Alex Jones like 2 years ago, all the time. And I was just listening to what she was playing. I was like, "You got another studio already?" And so I remember Joby played an episode like 2 years ago that he was in his new studio. I said, "It's bigger and better than the last studio." But you getting oppressed? You get your ass out of here.
Well, I'll share that. I've queued it. But as we continue, we have more news coming from Tanzania. Tanzania President Samia Suluhu has been described as one of the most disappointing presidents. All I'll say is she's not the only one.
He's a puppet among the most disappointing. She didn't get elected.
She's not the only one. But let me read this article, what it explains, and of course, much more of what she did to be
You ask
described.
yourself the system. She comes from one of the best presidents. Now she's one of the worst because that means the white man got control of it. That's why they got rid of. Listen, Magafuli was, you know what, unalive. Let's be honest. They
Yep.
put this no good broad in there so they can have their puppet in there. That money goes to them. That's what goes on.
Mm-hmm. There's in a recent editorial by The Economist argues that Samia Suluhu Hassan may be the Africa's most disappointing president, pointing to the sharp contrast between early promises and her current record in the office. When she assumed power in 2021 following the death of John Magufuli, she was widely welcomed as a reform-minded leader who would reopen Tanzania politically and economically after years of isolation. Initially, she eased media restrictions. She re-engaged with international partners and signaled more.
So they did open up the country to what? See, they
Yep.
try to say it was isolated. It wasn't. I mean, John Magapu's only going to Africans and not let white people and Asians rape them, fuck them in the butt, right? Not take their booties. So it wasn't no Chinese, Indians, and other people coming in and stealing off from Africa. You know, it's for African people. It's going to be for African people. Now,
Exactly.
both of her, she's not open up to everybody come, digging their butt because Africa's wealthy. But it's not for African people.
Exactly. They've been trying, understanding the mainstream media has been trying to term Magufuli or the rest of the leaders who did amazing for Tanzania as, dictators, or they
Isolationist.
Yeah,
They
they
didn't
left
allow
the
the
country.
white man and the Asian come digging their butts. Oh.
They're saying, however, the editorial argues that this optimism has faded as her administration has increasingly been accused of reverting to heavy-handed tactics. Critics highlight disputed elections, pressure on opposition figures, and a growing intolerance for dissent, suggesting that the political space has tightened rather than expanded. The article frames her leadership as a missed opportunity.
She said it's saying she's a fake Miss 70, calling it democracy when it doesn't exist. It's fake. It's fake democracy.
Exactly. One where early goodwill and reformist expectations have given way to concerns about democratic backsliding, raising broader questions about governance, accountability, and the direction of leadership in Tanzania. If accountability was something that was supposed to be held, actually, they should start with what she did during the elections. But it's crazy how they're following up with Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, countries that are actually minding their business, stabilizing themselves.
You guys don't know exactly what Joby said. You guys don't know Mali was under attack. And now shout out to Niger for finally telling the truth. Sorry for goopy Africans always scared. So this is the West. He told you this is France and America brought these terrorists, and they brought these half-baked white-looking Arabs. Remember, the Arabs took over Northern Africa, so they want to take over the rest of Africa. So after these white-looking motherfuckers who come from next door Mauritania, it's another black country, but you got these white fake Arabs in there ruling the country. I told you, Africa, you must go in and take these countries back. These white people are not your buddies. So of course these white people had been invading, organized, but it was organized at one time. They did this attack because I told you what's the scam? To always go to Africa and cut the countries into 4 or 5 different parts so they can rule them. And so 3 or 4 generations, you'll say you're different people. All this confusion and shit. So they had all attack at once in Mali. Like I said, who has the coordination, the money to do it? The West. So shout out to General Tiani said this is France and America, and it is. That was proven. But they quashed, and that's why I said once they got round of all these terrorists, it was 5 cities at once. They attacked, boom, 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 killing people. Now they got them. Put it on TV, right? Because they killed their defense minister. Put on TV, got now they're crying. They always, now these scared ass niggas who fall on these fucking white Arabs are now copping pleas. I was confused. I was under mind control. Okay, well, you're going to the next life. Okay, you're going to tell all of that when you get there. Because I'm going to put a bullet in your fucking head and you're going to unmarked grave. That's your fate. We're not talking about these niggas always want these cowardly niggas always want to oh, I didn't know no better. Always the same shit with these morons when they get I didn't know no better. I was under mind control. Okay, cool, you're under mind control. Tell that to Allah and see if he can remember these goopy Arab motherfuckers. They gonna get like what was it 39 virgins? You guys 100 virgins they supposed to get and they do jihad. They're supposed to get 100 coochies in heaven. Why are you getting coochie in heaven if you're a non-physical being? You're not real. You're not physical. So how are you getting all this coochie? For them, this is don't think I'm joking. This is the Arab tradition. They think if they go kill people, they get 100 things of coochie. It's all about everything's always about women. If I do jihad, I'm gonna get me 100 virgins. I'm gonna look it up. Go ahead, Joey.
It's crazy. But looking at that, literally bad leadership, because when you look at the comment section under that article, most of the Tanzanians actually they're saying that Samia Suluhu's economy, since she came into power, things have worsened. Things are not okay. People are losing their lands. People are losing jobs. There's literally where Tanzania might be heading to lack of unemployment, being one among the countries catching up with the rest of the countries in terms of unemployment. And bet you me, I've been in Tanzania, I don't think I've had that much complaint like it's always here in Kenya, to be precise, about unemployment. People have things to do, people are self-entrepreneurs, like, doing their own businesses. So I've never seen much complaint personally about lack of
economy
job opportunities. But today it's different. Tanzanians are talking different about the current system, the current government. But looking at still what Samia Suluhu is doing, we are during the weekend where she shut down housing camping for thousands of Burundians, literally forcing them to go back home. It's giving South Africa for me, just that the difference is it's been done by the government.
Obviously, you guys know Burundi is one of the poorest countries in Africa.
Yep.
If not the poorest. One between them, Eritrea or Djibouti.
It is Burundi.
Burundi is the poor. So there's nothing been done. No development has been done in that country. Been ruled by dictators, sponsored by the white man. So there's no. So I'm sure they were fleeing Burundi, which is right next door. So understand these. I always get mad. These borders are fake. They're fake. So they're really the same people. But now since the white man came and made countries and he right next door, supposed to this fake border, they're now Burundians on the side of Tanzanians. So 20 years ago, they were the same people. So it wasn't no border, right? They could just go back and cross without no problem. So now they're saying these Burundians came in because Burundi's kept poor. There's no development there. I would want this misery. So they probably came to, like Joby said, to Tanzania for better job opportunities. And so they were never, as you said, facilitated into society. Because sadly enough, remember, when the white man came, he gave them their language. But they still speak Swahili, so they still understand each other. Yep. But the Burundians speak French, too. And the Tanzanians mostly speak Swahili, maybe some kind of English, not really French, but they used to speak.
No English.
Yeah, I said little English. That's not much, Joey. Calm down. very little English, but they were conquered by the Germans. So way back when they used to speak some German, but then the English got them. So they mostly speak Swahili. So maybe also there's a language barrier. And sad enough, these Africans have been completely manipulated. And they're going to say, oh, you're Burundians, you're different people. You're taking our jobs.
Actually, I'd say, for me, if you ask me, because I've interacted and we have Burundians in Kenya, they're the most hardworking people I know personally from other African countries. Like, these people contribute a lot to the economy where they are or where they relocate to or migrate to. So it's crazy. I always fail to understand how these systems don't get to see that.
Well, it doesn't integrate because Africa has been kept with xenophobia, Joe. Just like South Africa, these other African puppets have kept xenophobia going. But all this tribal shit's going. You'd have been took down that tribal shit a long time ago. But it benefits them. It keeps them in power to cause division. You divide and conquer. So that's how it works. So because why have they not been integrated in society? Why are they out in the camp, like you said? Why are they just gone and started, creating businesses or going to school and integrated? Same way they did in Kenya. Why are they integrated? Why are they out in a camp? They don't have to be in a camp. Why are they in a camp? Why don't they just come on in and, You go whatever city you want to go to start your life.
Exactly. That's giving xenophobic behavior, literally, and hatred towards other Africans because, man, I love my country. The fact that we've been able to accept people here and we don't complain about
amazing.
it,
It is amazing.
it impresses me. It's
is you guys, and also you guys ever been to Uganda? I don't know. That's what about Museveni has a lot of different Africans there too. Uganda has Somalians, South Sudanese, Rwandans, Kenyans, Congolese. So I remember I was at Maria doing our show. We was she doing in the streets, and it was everybody, Central African. So it's just like Kenya, Uganda has just as many people of different ethnic groups of different countries as Kenya as well. Uganda has everybody there. Like because Maria was interviewing people on the street, she was asking, "Where? Okay, you guys Ugandan?" But she would know because she's Ugandan. So that's not Uganda. I said, "That's not Uganda." Yeah, that's Congolese. That's Rwanda. That's a Burundian. I said, "God damn, y'all got everybody up in there." That's South Sudanese. That's Somalian. That's blah blah blah. That's Ethiopian. What? God damn, you guys got everybody up in there.
Yeah, I know the South Sudanese, they're there a lot, like literally a lot. I didn't know about the rest, but
yeah, Eritreans are there. You got Somalians there. Of course, you got the big Indian population who are racist and shit there.
It's crazy, it's super crazy. So this is what is happening in Tanzania.
Tanzania has shut down the Nduta refugee camp in the country's northwest, sending almost all remaining Burundian refugees back home, according to activists and United Nations. Rights groups say around 3,000 refugees who are still in the camp were forcibly put onto vehicles and repatriated to Burundi on Thursday. Only a small number of families were reportedly left behind, with some transferred to the Nyarugusu camp. The closure follows an agreement between Tanzania and Burundi to return about 100,000 refugees by June, but campaigners accused Tanzanian authorities of using coercive tactics, including intimidation, restrictions on movement, and pressure to register for return.
Pause it. If you look at this goofy shit, you wouldn't know who's Tanzanian and who is Burundian. See what I'm saying? What crazy this shit is. But see, Africa's always got to be destabilized. That's why it can never It can never develop. Got people moving all over the fucking place, being unstable and never getting good educations and never develops and never learns who it is anymore. This is all on purpose. Because now, why is Burundi asking for these people to come back? They ain't give them no jobs. They ain't built shit over there.
For me,
Go ahead, Joe.
I look at this event. This is one of the reasons why Africa will keep on struggling to not only unify but even fight wars, because the fact that we've been forced to divide when we're trying to unite, we have a system that consistently wants to keep people divided, not wanting people to integrate and all that. This is one of the reasons that keeps Africa very weak, because we've been weakened. We've been weakened without understanding. This is one of the, because if Burundians are there and they are living together with Tanzanians, and if anything happened, you're not going to fight as a Burundian you're fighting as Africans. You're all in the same country. You're facing the same problem. But the moment you're trying to exclude people from your country, when anything is going to happen, you can't call that government to come and help you, or that, I'm not going to do that personally. You excluded my people from your country. So you want me to come and help you with your battles? And that's what they want, sadly. That is also the push. Shout to Samuel, we're having not really a discussion, but there is a comment he had left somewhere about South Africans and all this being planned. And I was like, do you really think so, Samuel? And he explained, and I was like, yeah, this really, really makes sense. Because
there's a South African guy showing that this is planned. So shout to like Joby, South African man. He's out there telling this guy, said this is all fake. He's out there. If you guys go, Joby he tells you it's all fake. This is all fake. This is all planned. You think we want all our African people to leave? Because remember, they're down in Durban showing on this. So he's up in Johannesburg, another city. You guys know South Africa is pretty big country, like twice the size of Kenya. So it's pretty big. So there's all that shit you see on the street. That's down in Durban. But when you go up to Johannesburg, none of that's happening. He's saying, look at this. See all these people, he was going to say, this is a pointer. This is a pointer. This is a pointer. You don't see nobody getting beat up. You don't see nobody getting chased. These are these ridiculous, uneducated people down in Durban. And this is an agenda. And most of the majority of South Africans, we reject it. But You know, the white man, he just said the generic white man, didn't say what kind of, they own the social media. So they put that out there. They have the other Africans hate us. Is that we hate African people. This is all made up. I knew it was. He said, it's all made up. Because look at me walk around. You see all these shops? These are all foreigner shops. He said, this guy's Kenyan. This guy's Nigerian. This guy right here, I think he's Botswana. They did Zimbabwe. We nobody gonna shut down these shops. We ain't shutting down these shops. So that stuff happening down there, that's all staged. It's all fake. They want it out there to cause division between us and other Africans. It's all staged.
Yep, exactly.
The UN Refugee Agency says the camp was closed by the Tanzanian government.
The UN
And insists all returns must be voluntary, safe, and dignified. Nyarugusu, the only remaining camp for Burundian refugees in Tanzania, is also expected to close at the end of June.
Of course, the UN is involved. How could you miss that? The more UN is involved, expect division. There's nothing about unity when it comes to Africa. They're here to ensure there's no unity. How dare you guys get along, and we've ensured you guys stay divided? How dare you try allow Burundians settle here, and we're trying to ensure you Negroes stay divided? You know, it really makes sense because that's the end of the goal.
That's right. That's why these borders gotta go.
But looking at that and trying to understand also what this move could mean, we have Tanzania, which is deepening its economic and infrastructure ties with Rwanda. Come on, Kagame. Kagame is one among the people who are actually ensuring Burundians will not stay in their country if it really makes sense, because the instability in it doesn't make sense how Rwanda is kind of.
I don't know if Rwanda is Rwanda attacking Burundi. Yeah, because remember Paul Kagame is the darling of Europe. He's implementing all their policies, so they let them steal. That's what he's doing all the stealing. That's why he was able to get. That's why Kigali was able. As much as it is developed, it's not, because Kigali's, even though you look at it, it's cleaner than Nairobi. It's one of the best kept African cities, but it's 10 times smaller than Nairobi. Understand? Kigali's a small city. Still gonna have the guys go there. But it's clean as hell, right? But it doesn't have all the products and services you would find in a Kenya. It just doesn't have that. But of course, it'll be clean, right? But you go to the store, half the shit's not there that you need, right? Just not there. But so since he's been a darling, because remember, Burundi sits on the border of Rwanda and they sit on the border of Tanzania. Yeah, so you get to tell the two different countries. You go across the border in Rwanda and Burundi, like you go back South Evil. You go back to the 1800s for real. So you cross that border into Rwanda and the Burundi, like, oh, Jack, what the fuck is going on?
It's crazy.
You be like Joey, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I still don't believe the whole of Rwanda is clean. I still gotta see that shit myself.
I know. Okay, we're gonna. Okay, we're not gonna say all of Rwanda is clean. We're gonna say with the capital city. We're not gonna say all is developed, because it's not. Let me say, Joe, what you smell that? I was over exaggerating. So let me say, Rwanda is still a very poor country. Still draped in poverty. But still, and that doesn't work as good as Kenya. Doesn't have as many products as Kenya, but the capital's clean. That's all I'm saying. That's all I can say.
Yeah, and you ain't living no $20 on the streets. That's sure. President Samia Suluhu and the Rwanda President Paul Kagame have committed to deepen bilateral cooperation with a particular focus on trade, facilitation, infrastructure development, and regional integration. The move is designed to streamline transit logistics for Rwanda. Just a minute. It's transit logistics for Rwanda, which relies on the port for approximately 70% of its import and exports, totaling 1.6 million tons of cargo annually. President Samia Suluhu reaffirmed Tanzania's readiness to consolidate relations with Rwanda by removing existing economic barriers and building on the achievement.
That's what I was saying what Joby just said. Sorry to catch up. They're in lock. So a lot of stuff comes from The ports. That's why you need to get through. These borders got to go. Making that shit happen. That's why most of the shit in when I'm gonna have Joby, I mean Cammy, I forgot Cammy and Spike's there. And I tell them to go get shit, and it wasn't there because they had
Yeah.
this.
God damn! Don't tell me I'm gonna carry a ugali flour from here. Damn shit.
No, but they got Ugali flies everywhere in Africa. So we're not talking about other stuff that Kenya would have or Tanzania would have. You wouldn't find it because they got to import it. It's just not there. But Ugali, that shit. I'm laughing about this Tanzanian guy. I just started watching. He's traveling through Africa. It makes it so funny because he was asking when he was in Namibia and Angola. He knows he's eating ugali.
Ugali.
He said, "What do you guys call that?" And I already knew what they called it. I was thinking I've seen the same shit in South Africa. It's called pap. He said, "This is
Pap,
pap."
yeah.
He said, "Pap."
Mm.
Okay. This is ugali. Take this ugali. So I'm laughing with Joe. I'm thinking about Joby ass. This shit's all over Africa. Shit.
Yeah, because I even saw some Kenyans who are in South Africa.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I got into one of the lives of the lady I follow from TikTok, and she was like, "Damn, we're looking for ugali. We're looking for ugali here." Then someone on the comment told them ugali is called pap there, so you guys go ask for pap. You can go asking ugali. You're not gonna get that shit. You know? So like, hell yeah, this is confirmed. There's ugali. You know, I like that. You see, people love ugali, man. I can stay a week I can stay a week without eating ugali. I'm sorry, I can't.
I was laughing about the same thing, Joe. So the guy, because the guy was in Namibia, said this is one of our that ugali shit. That's like this is one of our staple foods. We call it.
Yeah, because hey, man, I can't live my life on rice and noodles and spaghetti. I can't. I can't. I tried that last week. I tried to not eat ugali. By the end of the week, I was already fucked. I was like, hell no. My diet is all messed up. I need to eat ugali. You know? Gotta eat ugali. But they're saying that Kagame has described the relations between Rwanda and Tanzania as a brotherly, reaffirming commitment to deepen cooperations across key sectors, including trade, investments, and infrastructure. So we're gonna see how this is going to work. But if this is actually something to do with them kicking out the Burundians, it's really, really bad. But we're gonna see and what it's all about.
Now that only that's anything to do with them kicking out the Burundians, but this just talk, idle talk. There was one, so we're gonna do this, gonna do that, and they'll never do shit. Shout out to Dan Goldie, boy. Kajobi did that interview about a week ago, a couple weeks ago. Dan Goldie was calling out Ruto and Museveni on that stage. That shit was hilarious. Talking about we shouldn't have our people going out here begging. We're wealthy. We should be building in Africa. And Museveni was talking crazy. I said, that's the thing Joby was showing. Well, we made a lot of bad decisions. And because there's been a lot of years of bad decisions. And the corruption. A lot of corruption's got to stop. We can't build anything because you guys are all corrupt and want to send our people out there to be beggars. And Ruto said, yes. He's going to say, yes. He talking about his ass. Yes. We got to stop.
It's crazy. But personally, like I said, still, I'm not buying anything Dangote. When it comes to him building the refinery company in East Africa, I support that.
He's still crooked. Of course, he's not going to, but he's still going to bring jobs, and that will lower the fuel prices in that part of Africa. If you got South Sudan, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania, it's going to build it right there on the Kenyan Tanzania border. That's right there, right there by the ocean, the south of Mombasa. Across the Tanzanian border right there, that city right there. It'll benefit Africa. You don't have to worry about getting no ship, no damn, the UAE and all that crazy shit. You got it right there in Africa. Just refine it. You got Kenya right now who has oil. Like Joby said, Kenya does the same thing Nigeria does. It sends this oil to go refine by some people and then buys their own oil back as gas at high prices. It don't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Why are you sending your oil out to get it refined and you paying for the shit to go? Like these Africans are stupid.
Laughing stock of the world. It's super crazy.
It's crazy.
Moving away from that, we have South Africa. Talking about South Africa, I'm gonna share let me share this guy's thoughts. And actually, I'm gonna move now to TikTok after this guy. You see the encounters of so many Africans from different parts of the world. Their first encounter with the xenophobic behavior. Of course, there's so many videos that have still came out during the weekend of how these people were behaving with their spears, shouting out there. And then we had the Nigerians going to the South Africa.
I'm gonna see this video. I'm gonna see this video. You joke. I want you to play this one. This is funny.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we had Nigerians going to the South Africa embassy in Nigeria to the point where the officials actually ran away because Nigerians are also demanding accountability, same accountability. Because if you're kicking out your people, we're also gonna have to kick you guys out. But apparently, we also have the Nigerian South Africa meeting over anti-immigrant protest that was during the weekend. They're saying that the objective meeting in South Africa, High Commissioner to Nigeria, that is the can't pronounce his name. It's to formally convey the Nigerian government's profound concern about the mistreatment of Nigerian citizens. It's not just Nigerians. I think they're also trying to put this and make it look like it's a Nigerian problem. The South Africans are attacking all Africans, not just Nigerians and the Zimbabweans. They're now on Kenyans' heads. They killed an Ethiopian last week. Let's not forget about that. They are being literally, they are now on children's cases, like, please. So it's nothing to do with, I hate how the media is trying to put this like it's just between South Africa and Nigerians. It's all Africans who are being attacked because this is a Kenyan, shout out to him, talking.
Karma has started hitting South Africans.
So this is a white guy literally pinning down a black lady, a black South African. Look at how mistreated she was, because we had other bunch of white people who came out and they were trying to, they were beating her.
Karma has started hitting. You can see this white man, he is really, this is not good. And you will hear South Africans starting to cry that they are being racially assaulted. They are being racially undermined.
It's crazy because it's been happening, but they won't talk about it. They've been racially assaulted for the longest time. There's many videos of how the white people treat them. A good example is,
you're not gonna see this in America because the black man knows he's mad at his black woman for some reason, right? We're not gonna tolerate this. We're not gonna, the black man in America, we're not gonna allow this ever in our face. They know that's why we'll never see it. We're never gonna allow this ever. Go ahead, Jay.
Geez, this is a weakness on you trying to be respectful to your oppressor, because that's how I see it.
That's a
I'm gonna give a very quick, I'm gonna give a very quick example. On Friday, when we were just chilling there was this guy was disturbing the shit out of me. So the fact that he saw I'm not giving him attention, he went now to Shumani. He was trying to disturb Shumani to the point he wanted to grab Shumani's ass. That's when we were like now fired up. We're like, man, we're gonna beat the shit out of you here. Just the two of us. We're gonna beat the shit out of you here, and we're not trying to do that. So if you're drunk, please just leave, go home. Stop destroying our night, because I'm trying to look at this personally as a woman and the spirit I have of fighting. I'm not gonna tolerate this. I'm gonna punch the shit out of you, man. I'm a die beating the shit out of you, and I swear to that.
You're not supposed to tolerate this kind of disrespect, Joe. This
is so crazy.
After they have sent away their fellow black men, hello, wait and see. It is boiling nicely.
They see a woman is being beaten, they don't do shit. They see a woman is being beaten, they don't back her up.
Yeah, Mama. What you supposed to do? What black men help you white men? What a black man.
The black men were just there looking at her. That's the crazy part. Just there looking. I'm like, man, how y'all men? You're supposed to be wearing some skirts or something. How y'all men? And you're watching your fellow woman being treated this way.
That's their
this way.
That's your
can
woman.
Never be Kenya. Can never be Kenya. I've not seen this anywhere in Kenya. Nowhere. Even when a fellow black brother is trying to assault you, especially the conductors, they have the worst behaviors. Those are someone is always gonna keep them on the right track. Like, yo, don't do that. We're gonna beat your ass.
Who the fuck are you? Just let them to protect you outside.
Then the white lady came trying to beat her.
Where are the black men at?
You are racist. You are racist, motherfucker. Yes. I told you. I told you.
Go just beat her ass. White man left. These black men just these black men are these black
The
men
black men are there.
black men are not doing nothing. This is why you this is fucking crazy. This is fucking crazy.
They're now trying to separate the black lady from the white lady because she has outpowered the white lady. So it's crazy. You're not even defending the black lady. You're trying to separate her from the white lady so that she won't be beaten. It's crazy.
I like what you are doing.
This is so sad. Now, if you look at the comments, literally, I don't know if you guys can see, but someone says we support the white people. Take back South Africa. And they're all the ancestral country. Someone also says, I'm a Nigeria and I support white man. That neck has to go. Someone also says, on behalf of the Tanzanian people, we fully support the white South Africans. You see how this behavior is getting out of hand to the point now people don't.
Told you this was going to happen because they knew that the Africans were going to start hating them, Joe, but not fighting exactly. And they knew the Africans are not educated enough to understand the nuance of what's happening. So now they're going to allow them to start beating on their ass. And say, yeah, we support the white people beating your ass.
It's crazy. So there's another lady talking about her first encounter with xenophobic behavior. That was in 2020 during the FIFA World Cup.
South Africa for about 5 years. I first went to South Africa in 2010 due to the World Cup. I wanted to go see the World Cup. It was exciting, the first African country to host the World Cup. And I went there, it was fun, I had a good time. And then I met a gentleman over there and I had a baby and I went back to my country. I'm from Kenya. I went back to my country to give birth. And then I went back to South Africa with the baby. When I went back to South Africa with the baby, the dad of the baby one time kidnapped or abducted my child.
Oh, so you were a South African man. That's okay.
Yeah. She went to watch FIFA World Cup. Then she, of course, slept with a South African.
Gave that coochie box up.
On for about, I think 3 months. I didn't see my child. And then I went to the police, of course, because where else can you go? I went to the police to report the abduction of my child, and South African people call people from other African countries kwere kwere. So if I use the word kwere kwere, this is how they refer to any other black person from any other country. They call you kwere kwere. So I went to the police station to open a police file based on the abduction of my child. And when I got there, the police were like, these queries, they were actually talking like right there, Sometimes they assume that you don't understand their mother tongue, but
kind of giving Habibi, it's like, I feel like for me, it's giving Habibi, the way the Arabs called black people. Yeah, it's kind of
given that most of their languages are Bantu, and I also speak Bantu. You pick up on what they're
exactly. You don't realize, South Africa, and all you African more told you, your languages are the same, stupid. That's why you can hear it through Swahili. You hear it, and that's why I was having when I used to have Cammy and Rumbizai. They can understand each other. The languages are separately different, but you're Bantu. These are Bantu languages. They just are similarly different through time and distance that you spread out. And of course, they take on their own characteristics, but they're Bantu languages. So if you know Bantu, you can start understanding. Okay, that's close to this part of my language. That's what that means. So I know you South African poorly educated. Kenyans are Bantu people, so they're gonna understand a lot of your language. Stupid. Go ahead.
Yep, I do. That's why. Okay, for me, I do listen, or I love my piano. Still, I'm not gonna hate on the music.
That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, because I'm always like, man, I don't understand what these people are saying, but I kind of understand it. I don't know if it really makes sense, I'm like, I can make this sentence up what you're saying. If it, I can kind of understand that shit.
Saying, and you've been exposed to the language long enough, you can pick up here and there, and they're talking right there in your face, and they're like, these kwerekweres, they just have so many problems. They are always having issues. Like, they cannot solve their own problems. Like, hello, it's a society. Every society.
South Africans, how have you solved your own problems? How have you guys solved your own problems? You always blaming other Africans.
From the hands in South Africa that this goopy nigga stole my baby in South Africa. That's the problem. I'm not in Kenya. I'm here.
So, a good example. Do you think personally, this I think a question either I've asked before, if I haven't, let me pose it. Do you think today, if the white, just hypothetically, of course they're not going to leave, but if the white people left South Africa today, do you think South Africa is going to maintain the same status it has today in terms of...
No.
It's going to become like the rest of the African countries, literally.
It's become worse than the rest of the African countries. They're stupid.
Thank you. Exactly. So how have you solved your own problems?
It has problems, not just the kwerekweres, Okay, I'm going to use the kwerekwere because that's the way it is termed there. So it's not just the kwerekweres that have problems. A society, any society will have issues. So they're like, no, all the issues that South Africa has is because of the kwerekweres. So they're like, yeah, you guys just come here and you ruin us. And this is me. I am a mom. I'm coming here to tell you guys that my child has been abducted. And instead of you just having a sympathetic ear and trying to help me solve my case, you're telling me about how I'm ruining your country by bringing my problems there. Okay, so they didn't help. They didn't even bother to investigate or look for the guy or nothing. They did nothing because I am a kwerekwere. So on one occasion, I am a believer. So
with these South Africans, lady, you learn hard. Got your kid, they're not gonna help you. Now better keep your Gucci closed.
Man, I've learned. I'm hearing this and I'm like, shit. I ain't doing shit. I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, in the barabara. By that time, I
don't need to hear it twice for you to understand what's going on.
Actually, I was like frustrated so much. I was just standing at a bus stop, and when I was standing at the bus stop, I just believe it was a miracle because that's all that there was, a miracle. I was standing at the bus stop, and then when I'm standing there at the bus stop, I see a woman approaching. I don't have very good sight, and that day I wasn't wearing my glasses, so I see this person approaching, and I cannot make out her face. And then I see she's holding a child, and then as I look at them, the child looks like my child, but I'm thinking to myself, maybe I am, kind of losing it a little bit because this situation already is depressing me enough. Maybe I'm losing my mind, and I'm looking at them more closely as they get nearer and nearer to me, and then I that's my daughter, and then she saw me, and then she's actually smiling at me and coming towards me, and then so I'm like, wow, yeah, it's my child. And then it turns out this woman is the baby daddy's new catch, so she's the one now staying with the child. And coincidentally, here I am and here she is. So when I saw my child, the child of course comes towards me, and I grab my child, and now we started a tug of war. Like, she's pulling, I'm pulling, and some people, they are called the police. When they call the police are obligated to answer a 911 call, because that's they don't know who they're answering the 911 call to. They're just told somebody called, there's trouble here and there. So they go to the location of the place. So when they came to our location, they found us there, and based on the fact that we were both kwerekwere, my friend left. I tried to tell them, I opened a file with you guys. I have a file number. My child was abducted. If anything, they should have put this woman under arrest or something. No, they left. They're like, we do not interfere with kwerekwere nonsense. So they left. And now me and this lady are
This shit is crazy.
left tagging war. We
God.
were actually fighting for my child, and she tried calling
We don't mess with credit nonsense.
the dad of the child, and I grabbed the phone. I grabbed her phone and threw it over the fence, and luckily the bus came. Do you remember I was standing at a bus stop? The bus came, so I just grabbed my child and just dashed inside the bus, and the next day I was out of South Africa. Bad habits die hard, eh? So a couple of years later, there I am back to South Africa. So when I went back again, I met this wonderful gentleman. Also, I thought,
Oh my God.
we got married in Kenya, and then we went back to South Africa to live there because he had ties there.
I thought that was gonna happen with Joby. You're gonna go to Kenya, get married, and we're going back to South Africa.
Hell no, I'm good.
Yeah,
I love freedom here. I don't want to be called no kwere kwere. I'm good.
life.
I'm fine.
Yeah, right. So we went back to South Africa. Wow, one fateful day. He beat me so hard.
God damn.
So hard.
Yeah, these people, that's one thing I learned actually. I think 2024, one of my favorite DJs, I'm a piano DJs, he was, and not just one, a couple, they were called out for beating out their girlfriends, like serious beating to the point of was, hell.
That's normal.
men are crazy.
Beating the women, that's normal.
Hell no.
Guys, like so hard.
Man, I'm a knock you out. You passing out on a pan, trust me. Oh my God. You're passing out on a pan. It's behind your head, God damn it. And I'm out.
Breathe for 6 months. Every time I took a breath, my diaphragm hurt, like my chest, it hurt so bad based on the blows and the fists that had landed on me, on my chest. So and on my ribs, like it was like torture. Whenever I was breathing, it's like there were pins inside my diaphragm. So that's how bad the beating was. And I have a black eye, and not just a black eye. I mean, I cannot see from one eye. I'm bleeding. I'm swollen all over the face, and I have bruises everywhere. So of course I called the police.
Police, they didn't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I called 911. 911. Again, police are obligated to answer a 911 call because they could be coming to help their fellow South Africans. So they don't say, they cannot refuse to come to a 911 call. So they come to the door. We open the door, and same thing.
Wow.
The moment they saw or heard that we are not speaking one of the wonderful languages of South Africa, they left. Yet again, they did not even take my abuser out of the house. At least, like, hey, dude, you know what? Leave, let her calm down, and you can try and talk to her later on and apologize and make up. No, he was left right there in the house. They didn't even like try to tell me, ma'am, you could go to a shelter. We can even give you a lift to a shelter so that you know. And guess what? This happened in front of my child.
I swear South Africa sounds like America to me, and the European countries.
No, America, you're going to get locked up. You ain't nobody going to be, even racist as America is, the police come to your home, it's that woman all beat up. This is different in America. Everybody knows America. Okay. You get locked up. First of all, the man's getting locked up. And the woman's going to be told, we go to get you some counseling, house safe. They ain't going to let nobody be beat up, black eye, choke like that. You got that. Everybody knows in America, a woman called 911 on you, you get locked up. Because women lie on men in America all the time. Oh, he touched me. He beat me up.
If white?
No, even if you're black. You can't, even if you're black, they're going to lock your black ass. You can't beat no woman in America. You can't beat no black woman. Black woman even calls on you. Watch, we're going to show something. Just in here, just exactly right, Jibber Jab. You can't beat no black woman up in America. It's a black man. They locking your ass up. If she just got like a little scratch on her ring finger. Look what he did to my ring finger. All right, nigga. Turn around. You're getting locked up. I didn't touch her. She got that frying some chicken or some shit. We don't know. We're locking your ass up.
What if? Because I feel like white people do escape with a lot in America. That's what I'm trying to say.
They escape. They escape, but they can't even if. Now, this This is what they'll do, Joe. They say you got a white boyfriend, he beat your ass, right? They got to take him in, Joe, because it's too much evidence. They work with their own jobs, right? Okay, that's what they'll do. They'll get him in the jail, but when they go to court, they'll let him go. Like when they go to the judge in court, they got to take him in, Joe. They got to lock his ass up because it's too much proof. Yeah, I can't have you come out and say, I'm all fucked up and the police came and didn't do nothing. They'll lose their jobs. So that's how they do. They'll have a smartness on that. They'll lock the white man up. But then when he stands in front of the court, the judge says, did you beat up on this lady? Did you? Well, we got an argument, judge, and she was talking crazy, and I didn't mean to do it. Okay, well, we're gonna get you some treatment because you're white, and we're gonna give you we're gonna let you get 10 months of probation. Now, if you do it again, we're gonna lock you up. They're gonna let him stay out, Joby. But if he hurts anybody again, they'll come and lock him up. That's the scam they say.
Okay.
They're not gonna. They can't do what happened in South Africa. This not gonna happen, Joe. This can't happen.
Okay.
This lady's beat crazy. You can't come to somebody's house, somebody with black eye can't see all beaten up. What? You get locked up, Joby. Locking your ass up. You don't give a fuck if you're a court or immigrant or none of that shit. You're going to prison. You can't beat nobody like this. In America, the police show up. My wife tried to call the police on me, but I was just arguing. I said, motherfucker, because I know I'm gonna get locked up. I said, motherfucker, you call the police on me. When I get back, you better have all your shit out of here. I mean it, kids and everything. I know you're gonna take our kids. You better, when I get back, you better be gone. You better be gone. And when she called the police, said, no, nothing's going on. Exactly. I ain't touch you. Everybody knows in America, black woman just gives an accusation, Joe, but you done. That stays on your record. Also goes on your record, your criminal record. I ain't got no record. Say, Keith Newsom arrested and taken in for woman beating or whatever they call that shit, woman assault. Even though I get cleared, it still stays on my record. Still stays there. Now I go get a job. In America, they do background searches on you, Joe. So when they do background research, say, he's a woman beater? Oh, no, we can't hire him. Nope. No job for you.
About my safety and my child's safety, that this person has just like seriously, and they could see it, they could see it. It was obvious. All the furniture was all over the place. It was obvious that there was
that's the joke I said. We're going to be fighting. Always, what I used to say, going to be some furniture moving around this bitch. Exactly. You fight, it's always, so when you fight somebody, it's always furniture being moved. You want to fight
house. And they didn't give a shit. They left. They said they didn't even offer me any help of any kind. Like, there are so many shelters in South Africa. They could have given me a lift to one, or even told me that, hey, ma'am, if you walk out, you can walk to ABCD place. No, they were like, this is yet another kwere issue. They started talking with, there were two policemen. So both of them started talking in their language. And I remember actually 2 other policemen came, because I think when 911 called, they answered a number of them. 2 more came. One was a woman, and she came with her partner, and they came to the house. Nothing. They did nothing. They left me right there. So I faced so much danger. When after those incidences, I called myself a meeting, Kajita Kamukutano, and I'm like, okay, what am I doing in South Africa? What are the chances of even getting papers here? What are the chances of making it financially here? Impossible. Like, this place is impossible to do anything. At this point, I'm going to probably lose my life. I'm already facing so much danger. And then I remember at that point, they started having like some issues in the nearby neighborhoods, like township. They call them townships. There were several xenophobic attacks in those townships. And I'm like, okay, it's time to leave. So I left South Africa. And in all honesty, I do not think I will ever step foot in South Africa. The most place I can actually think of going to is maybe Cape Town, just for holiday and out. You buy your freedom in and out, because South Africans take out all the frustration that the colonizer has put on them, on other African
Thank you.
people. They are African, but they don't care. You are a kwere. So if you are a kwere in South Africa, please leave. Those people will kill you. They will burn you. They will leech you in the streets like you are nothing.
I can show.
Kwere. Hey, you can't be a kwere. Please don't go to South Africa because we kwerekwere, we are not accepted there. This is so crazy. So I'm going to share one more video, and then as we move on with the conversation, let me share this one.
Yet another xenophobic attack happening in South Africa. Can I share that this is not a reflection of us South Africans? Not at all. This is not who we are. There's a small group of South Africans that is making sure that this news becomes continent-wise by these xenophobic attacks. Most South Africans, I repeat, most South Africans are against this. Sadly, we are quiet about it. This is led by Jacinta. Now the question
Yeah, that lady, that's her name, Jacinta. You're even have such a pathetic name like Jacinta. And you're pushing xenophobia. Jacinta.
I always ask myself is why is she not doing this march to march in Cape Town?
Exactly. No, why is she not doing that in Orania?
There's a lot of Germans, French, Netherlands, and Americans there. Why is she not doing it? And I lived in Cape Town, so I know Cape Town pretty well. She knows damn well she does not stand a chance there, and tomorrow morning there will be a number of massacre.
He lives in America. I could tell because the steering wheel's on the left-hand side. I could tell he's in America. But go ahead.
Bodies under her name. She doesn't want to take that chance. Instead, she wants to attack the vulnerable and the weak. That is unconstitutional in every way. It is un-South African to do so. Our Constitution rejects this. But then she might have the rhetoric that, oh, immigrants are creating all the crime here. Immigrants are having syndicates here. Yes, it is true. There is some syndicates that is happening inside the townships. And there is some crime that is led by immigrants. But do you want to know the percentage?
Small, most of
the
crime is you guys. Not enough there for them to be doing all the crime. But you want to put the face of that. You guys are doing your own crime. You guys are the ones doing it. Because you guys were the ones raising all this poverty. Go ahead.
Are doing these crimes in the whole of the country? 2%. Just 2%. Now just imagine, say half of the crimes are not reported. That's 4%. Why is Jacinta not marching for HIV, which we got the highest in the world?
Exactly. Please.
What about GBV, which, goodness.
About a South African man, he gonna give it a ninja.
Oh, no, I'm done. No, I'm cool, man. I'm okay. I love me, my Kenyan man. I'm good.
She could be marching for that. What about the high alcohol?
You're joking AIDS.
I'm fine. I'm cool over here.
All intake that is happening in South Africa that is creating a lot of the crimes. Is she marching for that? What about the murder rate? Highest in the world. Is she marching for that? You should be marching to the police station and keeping the police accounts to that, not hurting fellow African brothers. Now, Stogie T, my favorite rapper in all of Earth, born in Tanzania. Why are we not marching against that? Duduzani Zuma, the president's son, President Jacob Zuma's son, born in Mozambique. Why is she not marching for that? What about DJ Fresh, a renowned DJ? Why is she not marching against that? Did you know that we have Khoisan people in parliament in Kenya? Did you know a Xhosa man?
I didn't even know that. Oh, so we do? Oh, shit. Oh, we do? We have Khoisan people here. And we complain about it? Damn. They even in our politics, and we don't talk about it?
Also, not that he's there. He's there in your parliament. Damn.
Exactly. These people need to be ashamed of their behavior.
As president of Botswana, we don't even have a Khoisan person in parliament.
Imagine.
Because we want to stay divided. What about Nigeria, who's given $61 billion to South Africa during apartheid? Yep. You know how much that is? I'll tell you. It's a third of South Africa's budget in a year. Yeah, a third. Nigeria gave that to us during apartheid to fight apartheid. What about Algeria, Zambia, and Mozambique? They're the ones that received South Africa to train them how to fight in apartheid. Countries like Tanzania, Swaziland, a whole bunch of countries hosted South Africans in refuge when they ran away. They did not take out a whip. They did not throw them out the country. They stood besides them. What Jacinta is doing is unconstitutional, and she needs to march the right way. It's not march to assault. It's march to march. Stand by what you are saying that you're supposed to stand by. You did not come here to hurt people. It's unconstitutional, and somebody is going to take you to task. Yeah, somebody's going to do it. I'd like to apologize to all the African diasporas in South Africa and also Africans around the continent.
Thank you. I accept it.
This is not who we are.
This is crazy. Man, got me fucked up. Really fucked up every time we're talking about these people. It's so crazy. But we're going to see how far it goes. I don't want to talk much more about it. This, I think, is going to be the last conversation about South Africa. Unless anything else emerges during the week, I'm going to follow up. But I don't want to talk about this anymore because we understand what is happening so far. And we're going to see how far they're going to push it. But understand there's going to be consequences. I don't know. Sadly, it might be even those who didn't participate in this are going to be facing the consequences in other African countries. Because, hey, this is crazy. It's gotten to the point of you guys killing people. Killing, beating someone to death. Hell no. We're not gonna accept that. And you want us to be, welcome to Kenya. We love your music. Yeah. We're gonna receive some beatings. It's not gonna be nice. But as I wait for you to share the video, you're gonna share. We're gonna talk
about I can't find it. Oh yeah, I found. Here we go. Right here. This is the right. I found. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Well, here we go. Listen it now. Okay. There we go. Boom. There we go. Okay, I sent it to you, Joby. This is Joby people right here on the corner doing the Anna piano. Other Africans working hard. Like Joby says, now you get tired. You get mad. So mad about. Climbs to 18 with Eastern region worst hit. What's going on, guys?
Cue that then. We talk about the floods in Kenya as we wrap it up with that. Let me share this.
FBI police, Joby. Hey, that's them. That's the funny part about they don't never. You got a lot of Black Americans now living in South Africa. They don't ever come for us. It's funny. They never come for us. This Joby South Africans. It's another foreign Black guy come in. They're doing the Anna piano that Joby loves.
That's a foreigner from Zubane.
Most of them are misinformed when it comes to the issue of migration and foreign nationals. It's because of political leaders who, whenever they're given a platform, they want to plant seeds of xenophobia everywhere they go.
I'm new here. I'm a foreigner. I just want to know, how do you guys hustle here? How do I get a job?
There is no jobs. White people already took all the jobs. The remaining one is just the blue jobs.
No. The foreign blacks already took it.
Buy your plastic here. 20 bucks. Okay, how many you want? It's very strong.
Nah, he's going to get tired. You will get tired.
I will literally say this until.
Well done. That's a foreigner from Zubane.
Most of them are misinformed when it comes to the issue of migration and foreign nationals. It's because of political leaders who, whenever they're given a platform, they want to plant seeds of xenophobia everywhere they go.
I'm new here. I'm a foreigner. I just want to know, how do you guys hustle here? How do I get a job?
There is no jobs.
I will literally say this until.
I don't know.
Well done.
The whole business. They gonna get married. Think about women.
Most of them are misinformed when it comes to the issue of migration and foreign nationals. It's because of political leaders who, whenever they're given a platform, they want to plant seeds of xenophobia everywhere they go.
I'm new here. I'm a foreigner. I just want to know, how do you guys hustle here? How do I get a job?
There is no jobs. White people already took all the jobs. The remaining one is just the blue jobs.
No. The foreign blacks already took it.
Buy your plastic here. 20 bucks, 20 bucks. Okay, how many you want?
Now you get tired. Oh, this is the whole thing.
Nah, he's going to get tired.
You will get tired.
You will get tired.
I will.
Yeah, I think you sent me a short one.
I did the short one. How do we find the long version? It's fun. I can't find the damn. Where's the long version of that shit?
Unless you look it, maybe on the same page, you look it up, then see if you're gonna find it.
Yeah, I can find the whole long version. Okay.
It's crazy. This is super crazy. Their behavior, it's so crazy.
Ah, man. Yeah, the whole version. I can't find it. Maybe I'm looking. I find it this evening. The whole version is the guy starts building. They look at him right. Oh, God. The whole thing. He starts building. He starts on the street, right? Building a business. He gets tired. They get South Africa doing the piano shit dancing, right? Then he gets a little cart and it gets bigger, right? So he's gonna get tired. Then he's got a whole store and it's over dance. He said, "What? What? They're taking our jobs. These cordes are taking our jobs." So he said, "Well, leave them alone." So he smacked me. So they all get their little weapons. They come after the guy, right? And then, of course, when the South African women come up and hug him, "Oh, he's my man." "What? You're taking our women?" Because he's hard working. Again, the South Africans say he's hard working. You guys don't do nothing but dance on the corner doing piano all day.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And then I'm looking at this and trying to look at Tanzania. Man, the love there is so warming, man. Like it's so warming. The only thing it wasn't even crazy because I understand the old mindset of some old people. You know, the day I wore some mini dress the last time on our last trip last year, May. Yeah. Then we went to the market, Mish, Money and Niche, and I had like a short dress because it was super hot. So why am I wearing a long ass dress? I was like, nah, I'm gonna wear this today for the first time. Let me see how these people can react. And they were really crazy, you know. Oh my God, you're gonna go to hell. You know, you need to repent. Those are what they were just telling me that nobody dared to touch me.
So you see what they were saying? It's conservative. So how's Africa with has all this AIDS? See, don't make the culture. You know, it's a lie because they're conservative. They're with a minister. Now she's going there. You're going to hell.
Yeah, they were just like, you know, because it was just one old guy who was just like, you know, all mouthy, and then there was this brother who was just like, nah, don't, you know, he's old, so you look nice. Don't mind him. I'm like, I know I look nice, so I'm not gonna mind him either way. So because I kept I was having that back and forth with them. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to hell. Okay, I wish you go to heaven. Please go to heaven and repent on my behalf, brother. You know, I was not trying to be rude or anything, and I was not trying to be really rude. Like the love there is just always awesome. You know, super, super cool. You're not gonna see this type of behavior. Someone say, "Oh, they are Kenyans." Nah. The only thing, actually, I remember the last time we had a debate about maybe Kenya and Tanzania in differences was political.
You got to forget Tanzanians love Kenyans. They look up to Kenyan people. So
because
they think Kenyans are smarter than them, so they look up.
Yep, they wish to talk like us. They love our slang, like our slang Swahili. They're like, you guys talk the best slang Swahili, like niadze. They want to say all that shit, niadze. No, that you know, like I can teach you. It's nothing hard. You can still understand me. It's literally nothing hard. But as we get closer to winding up, we have the toll of death due to the floods, which has actually increased. I think the number currently it's more than even what they actually reporting because we've been having rivers, literally river banks are bursting, they are overflowing. We have places like where Kamlesh stays, it's super flooded. This is what I'm about to share. It's not okay, actually, it's super flooded. We have other places. I've been seeing many videos of especially these bridges that these people have been taking billions of money to construct. They are incomplete. We had a mom and a child who lost their lives after falling. They were trying to cross a bridge which was just like an electric pole. It was an electric pole, one electric pole put across a whole river as the bridge. So they were trying to cross and they fell literally, and that's how they lost their lives. So this is getting out of hand. And the fact that it's been 2-3 months of rain, now it's almost 3 months literally of rain, and there's no one talking about how they're going to solve this issue of water drainage.
This is crazy. Well, this is what I'm talking about. It was Africa becomes the laughing stock. Why is it not? And then what's going to happen? Why have they not drained proper drainage? Why not? This is crazy.
Exactly.
We could kill you.
Across the country, flooding continues to wreak havoc, submerging homes, cutting off roads, and disrupting livelihoods in areas like Syokimau, Kiambu, and parts of Nairobi.
Man, I'm so glad. I think the best choice I ever made is to move to Rongai, being honest, because this is one of the places you literally not hear about floods. I think it was just last week. I'm going to share the video with you guys on WhatsApp. Last week it was just not really flooded, but just the way it rains, and then our water drainages outside, they clog, so the water overflows all the way to the road. It was not really that dramatic like what you're about to see. So I'd say actually this is one of the places I've never, since I moved here, I've never heard about floods. Nowhere, not anywhere in this county, anywhere. It's one of the best places, I'd say.
Residents are now pointing to failed drainage systems and unchecked construction on riparian land as the crisis deepens. But even as emergency teams respond to incidents of stranded families and rising water levels, the Kenya Meteorological Service Authority is warning that heavier rainfall is expected to persist into the coming days, raising the risk of flash floods and landslides and further displacement. NTV's Ashley Atieno has the details.
The rains have not relented, and neither has the destruction they leave behind. Across parts of the country, floodwaters are no longer just rising. They are taking over roads, homes, and entire neighborhoods, leaving residents stranded and exposed. In Katani, Syokimau, Machakos County, the impact was immediate. Floodwaters cut through sections of road, forcing motorists and border operators and passengers to navigate deep, stagnant waters at great personal risk. Residents were forced to wade through murky floodwater, shoes in hand, as they attempted to reach the other side of what became a submerged transport network. And inside the 360 apartments estate, the scale of flooding becomes undeniable. Residents here are not new to this. The estate flooded last year, and the
This is regular rainwater. This ain't like no tragedy, guys. This is Africans, sad enough, not even building infrastructure. See, this is why this happens in Nigeria. This happens in Africa. I mean, you haven't built infrastructure. This is crazy. You know it's going to rain every fucking year. You're going to have bad rains at least once every 3 years. So the year that doesn't, you're supposed to go out in there and start digging goddamn our drainage areas. This is crazy. This is like this doesn't make, no, this is crazy. This doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like the Africans, like the Europeans said, like they're retarded. You see this happening, and it's been happening since they got independence. So as Jomo Kenyatta would have said, okay, what's what we got to do? Rains. Years not gonna rain bad. We're gonna go out and do a mass project of the youth, pay the youth to start building irrigation areas. Common sense. It's not like it's hard, but they haven't did it. So why the fuck is all this? Is crazy. This is why Africa is the laughing stock of the planet. Why has this not got done?
Literally.
Management attempted to create a drainage system. It only worked temporarily, and today it failed.
There have been days where I've had to you have to carry a change of clothes, you have to carry gumboots, you have to or wear gumboots, and sometimes hata ukivaa gumboots maji bado inaingia mpaka ndani, and then you still get to the gate and it's the same scenario, and at the gate it's actually
she's only Africans deal with this shit without saying this is outrageous. We're going to stop. We're going to start, unaliving people. We're going to start getting people out of office because it's over and over again. Joby showed flooding 2 years ago, wherever you go, same shit. Over and over again.
Every year.
So this is ridiculous. Ain't nothing been done. So all you're gonna do is say, well, we gotta go gun boots and get your gun boots ready for next year. What the fuck we're gonna do?
It was because this water, the water that's at the gate is mixed up with sewage water.
Exactly. That's what was disgusting the shit out of me. That's why I was disgusted was it on Tuesday when we didn't have lights? Yeah, Tuesday when the lights went. Man, I was disgusted. Like, I was feeling dirty. Like, I was shit. I don't know if I stepped on shit, but I'm so sure this shit is mixed with shit. Man, hell no. I was feeling really, really dirty. Like, hell no.
So that's obviously dangerous. Na unaona watoto wanataka kucheza but hawezi cheza.
And it's even worse because the schools have now opened and this is happening. So you can imagine school buses can easily get swayed away or carried away by water. There are children who cannot afford school buses. School bus is expensive. And talking about school buses.
Wait. You got to pay for school buses too?
Yes. You pay for school buses. It's not free. And as we talk about school buses.
We don't pay for no bus, Joby. It's free.
Yeah, we do pay school buses here. If you want to pay, to be received back and forth, to be dropped home, and to be picked early in the morning, you have to pay. It's apart from school fees. And as we talk about school fees has gone high.
I know, Jibba Jabba, damn. This all on purpose, just to keep African people stupid. I got to pay the school fees and I got to pay the school bus. I'm like,
yeah.
Are you out of your fucking mind, Joby? Are you out of your mind?
You didn't know that? We do pay for school bus. Yeah, we do pay for school bus. And as we talk about school bus, you can see some of the schools are raising school fees from 51,000 to 121,000. So this is going to affect many schools. School fees is going high.
They can't afford to go to school. I can't afford. What? That's what?
Yeah. What? Yeah, you didn't know that. You see how shocked you are. You didn't know that. Look how shocked you are. We do pay for school bus.
I'm already paying for school bus. I'm already paying for school fees. Why is that not included with the school fees?
So no, if you want it to be included by school, you put it together with school fees. You're like, my child this term is gonna be.
I'm not talking about sending them more money. Why the money I'm already giving to pay added with the school with the bus fees then?
It's aside because if you can't afford it, your child has to walk back and forth to school. That's why personally I was complaining about how I had to walk longer distances because of commuting to school because my father couldn't afford school bus. It's expensive.
Of course it would be. I'm paying for school fees and I'm paying for a goddamn bus. This is absolute. Man, I'm telling you, Joe keep talking that crazy shit. I don't want to be born. That's why I can't be born on these African countries. Shit don't work. Paying all these crazy ass fees. There's no job to pay the shit. And I'm stuck as a kid. I'm a moron. I ain't learned nothing. I'm all fucking, nothing I know now. I'm sitting there. I'm all stupid and shit. We can't pay for the school fees, baby. I know. Shit.
Yeah, even the textbook fee. Shout out to Jibada. Yeah, we pay for textbooks. We pay for none of this shit is free.
Textbook fees.
Yeah, we pay. Yeah, we pay for textbooks.
Is that part of the school fees?
No, no.
This is crazy, man. This shit is
no.
This shit is
no, it's not.
This is fucking mind blowing. This shit's fucking crazy. So I'm
yep.
I'm getting a headache like this. I know college. You guys know. Don't tell me. You guys have been to college. You guys know when you got fucking insanity.
Yeah.
So you guys know. You guys remember when you first went to college, right? And you guys got the sticker fees of first paying for your books. You guys have been to college. In high school, like us, unlike them, our books are free. Our books are free. Our classes are free and our books are fucking free. Getting all these damn books to do, your math book, your English book, your history book, all that shit's free. When you get to school, right? When you leave high school and go to college, university first time, and they give you the damn number, the cost of the books. You're like, what? I never forget. I gotta pay for these books. Yeah, you don't get them free like high school. This college. Like I gotta pay for these motherfuckers. Remember, college books are expensive as shit, like $100, $150 for one book. You're like, what? Joe,
Only?
Joe, we talking about goddamn in high school. They're paying for books.
$100 only. You guys.
But goddamn, I went to college like 30 years ago, Joe. Goddamn. I don't know what it is today. She's like $200 for economics book. That was back exactly. How much you guys books? You guys got goofy ass books. It can't be more than $100.
Number one, it depends because primary, it starts with primary. From primary, we buy our own textbooks, our exercise books. As much as they introduced this free system of education, most of the things that were supposed to be given for free, we had to buy, including desks. I've spoken about desk, where I'm going to have to go share this desk with 4 other kids who their parents can't afford a desk. So if my parents can afford a desk, I'm going to share.
The question is, Joe, that's what is making me mad. What are we paying for if we don't got even desks? Why am I paying for a desk? What is the school fees paying? If I'm paying all these high school fees, what are they? What is it getting me? I don't get a desk. I don't get fucking chalk. I don't get a
uniform.
All these niggas be all tied up in one school. I'm trying to figure out. This is absolutely fucking insane. I got to pay for the bus.
We pay for the desk. We pay for the books. We pay for the. Of course, you buy your own shoes from home.
Right. Even in Jamaica, it's free. Even in Jamaica, y'all don't pay for the book. The desk.
Wow.
I know it's free. I'm like, every time I'm paying for books, paying for the bus. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
You insane?
Yeah. Your uniform, the exercise books, pencil, pens, all that has to come from a parent's pocket. That's why you can see most of the kids will drop out or they won't go to school at all because this shit is expensive. It's really, really expensive. You hear me complain about school fees, I think this shit is expensive. I have to pay for my brother's uniform, exercise books, textbooks.
Exactly.
I have to pay for tuition fee.
Exactly. You guys pay for recess, Joby, too?
What's that?
So Joby probably knows. They probably get that. I didn't see Joby know this.
Maybe I do know. Maybe I do know, but I don't know what it is.
Recess is when every school, like certain part of time, you get to go outside for an hour and play. You don't got that in Africa?
No, you gotta. Let's say if you're okay. So let's say it depends. There are others you're gonna go for free, but there's a fee. Not really free. There's a fee you're gonna pay. A little bit of a fee than
to go outside and play, Joby.
Yeah. Yes. Let's say, okay, for me, I used to play soccer in high school, right? So if I wanted to participate on those soccer games to go for other schools, there's amount of fee I'm gonna pay for me to access the right.
That's you going to schools and changing the schools. Now we're talking about this every day. Every day. No. In high school, was called lunch, right? You go play, go for an hour lunch. Each lunch is free, right? But in like junior high or elementary school, we call elementary or primary. You guys go against primary school, like from 5 years old up to 11. It is, guys. Yeah, up to 11. When you have lunch, then you have play like an hour. We call it a recess. You go outside, and have fun.
No, that's for free. That's for free. But let's say if you want to go, let's say to see the national parks, which is supposed to be catered by the school, you go to explore your country part of education. You have to pay.
Oh, that's different. Okay, we got to pay for school trips, but now we playing sports. We don't pay no money to pay for sports. If we're on a team, we go play another team soccer. That's free.
I'm sorry. You gotta pay for at least maybe fuel, lunch, your own lunch. If you want lunch provided, you guys have to pay.
No, the school pays for lunch. We're going to play another team. We're going to play basketball or soccer or volleyball or basketball. That's free, Joe.
No, not here. I'm sorry, no here. Yeah, that's how many times you see my brother is gonna call me. I have to send him money. Or we're going somewhere and we have to remove this amount of money for food. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna send you $8 or $10. That.
Bus it. You get the bus it even free. I know, damn. I'm saying damn too. But I don't want to be born in no fucking Africa and these poverty because it's not. They haven't created no systems to even educate people. That's why. And I tell you, that's why Africa's so ignorant. That's on purpose. Nothing's ever set up. When they got the Lego commercial of the girls in India, in Iran, catching the school bus, it's free. Not nobody paying in Iran. It's free. The little girls getting on the school bus. Only in Africa. You paying for school.
You can even ask maybe Kamlesh, because Kamlesh is paying school fees for. Yeah.
How many babies you got now? Like 20?
I don't know. Shit. You ask him. I don't know. None of my business.
Like my second.
That's none of my business. How many babies he got? Shit.
like my goofy son, I was asking me. My second oldest son had called me and stuff about Africa and why you ain't left. That's why I ain't left yet, right? I said, how many kids you got now? 15 or some shit? I ain't got nothing but 4. I got 4 kids. So he went back to his other baby mama, right? Like I'm supposed to know. Like I don't know your life. You a grown man. Joe, I don't be in your business. Who you having sex with now, son? Some shit, right? He said, well, I'm back with my latest baby's mom. I'm like, that one is on TikTok? Yeah. Okay. What the fuck I'm supposed to know? Okay.
As we wind up with today's conversation,
he's already in Dallas. He said, yeah, we're about to move to Houston. I thought you was in Houston. You left. See, I don't keep up. I don't ask my kids their business. I don't get involved because they always tell me, like Joe, I'm grown. Okay, cool. You grown. You're right. So I don't ask shit. So I thought you was. I thought you was living in Houston. What you doing way up in North Texas? What you doing way up in Dallas? And shit. I don't be knowing. He said, that's my business. I ain't asked you. So why you want to tell me you with this lady again? I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Let me say this before we have to wind up. My son had the nerve to tell me I'm superficial. I'm laughing because the last woman he's with, we were talking about women because everybody knows I've been without a woman for years. Everybody keeps asking, even my neighbor side, keep me to get with a woman. I'm comfortable. I don't want to deal with no arguments and no women, right? So he asked me the same thing. I said, well, when I get to Africa, I get me a woman, right? I get me a woman. You all superficial. She gonna have to be pretty and slim. I said, you're damn right. Why would I want to fuck with a fat, ugly broad? What are you talking about? He's telling that girl, my dad's all superficial and shallow about women. Now remember, this is the son I had. He used to bring a bunch of fat girls into my house, bunch of fat broads. I'm like, so imagine my face. I'll be like, and you're trying to be nice, because you meet this girl thing. You're like, oh, okay, what the fuck is going on? you have a decent little guy. You got your abs, you all cut up. What's this about? I'm trying to think about what's this about. What you doing with this broad? What's this? So he says I'm superficial and I'm shallow. I'm not dating no. I gotta lose this weight on myself. I'm not dating no ugly fat broad. That's just me. I'm not shallow. She gotta have some hair like a Joe, but it gotta be smart. But I can't. That's him. I said, how could you be my son and you? But hey, that's you. You attract the fat girls. I could never do it. I'm good, Shawty. You do you. Much love, guys. Let's get out here. You need to.
Too much love, let me
a young age. That life is expensive. Well, you need to learn at a young age. Life is expensive. Yeah, their life is too expensive. The only thing about that, it's getting worse everywhere, right? The rest of the world's getting like Africa. But Africa doesn't have any jobs. So they've never created any industries. America, even though recently they were always in America, you guys remember 30 years ago, You lost a job in America, so what? You can always go get another job 10 minutes. That's what the immigrants do. There's jobs everywhere. There's always jobs everywhere in Africa. I mean, in America. You can always get a job. Not so much now. But back then, you can always get a job like in 10 minutes. You lost, so what? I'm fired, so what, nigga? So what? Go, hey, man, I'm looking for a job. Oh, come on in, you're hired, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, lunch is an extra fee, Jabba. We pay for lunch too.
Yeah, lunch ain't free either.
No. But okay, like for me, primary, high school, I never used to like school food, so it was optional.
I'm saying, but was it free?
No, it's not free. That's why I had to tell my dad to not pay because I didn't like it. So don't pay, give me the money instead, so I can buy what I like.
Yeah, true, but lunch in America is free, Joe. Free.
No, it's not free. You have to pay or you starve. That's simple. Pay or you starve. Wait until you go back home and eat at your friend's house.
I get no lunch. Can't catch the bus. I don't get no desk. I don't get no book.
It's always like a success. That's why Africans celebrate when if you're able to finish school till especially high school.
No shit.
You gotta be happy.
Because you got to be, because I don't know how you do it. Because there's no jobs. And you come up paying for books. I don't know what the school, I'm trying to figure out what do the school, and remember, jumping them school fees are high, guys. I wouldn't even pay that shit, but what am I paying? What am I paying? I don't get no free lunch. I don't get no books. I don't get no desk. I don't get no bus ride. What the fuck am I paying for? I don't understand what I'm paying for then.
See, even Judge Guy saying, hey, you sure should pay for lunch in school. It's not a country club. Much love, family. Have yourselves a beautiful response of your
We're not from Jamaica. We're not from your poor ass country. That's why your ass is not in Jamaica now. Your ass up in Canada. We're not now. A lot of this shit that Joby's talking about, I know this shit's in Jamaica. I know, nigga. I know this shit's in Jamaica. This African shit is in Jamaica too. That's why your ass is in Jamaica.
Yep. So much love, family. Have yourselves a beautiful rest part of your morning. That has been my time. Literally, I've gone 2 hours plus. So I better not hear General Mosquito talking crazy, But yeah, that has been my time. I was here on time and I've done all the conversations. But we're going to catch up with more of it, of course, tomorrow. Same time, same place. But remember, tonight, you're going to be back with the Africa Today show. Coming back in a few with the Rhythm Scoop show. So tune in and catch up with us, see what you're going to be talking about. But peace. And we're out.
Much love, family.